Welcome back to Amy Jo Junk Journals. Sorry for the glare. I am going to, there's a lot of pictures in this book that I love, but I do not like the glossy pages. So what I am going to do, and I thought I'd take you guys along, is I am going to take these this book pages and turn them into, these used to be glossy pages also, and I can turn them into this dollar color or dollar paper by using this matte gel medium. You just brush it on, let it dry. So I thought I'd just bring you guys along. I want to take, these pictures are gorgeous, and I thought they would make really good collage papers and or pockets, things like that. But I don't like, like I said, I don't like the glossy part of it, so I thought we could just do this together. I will find some, it looks like all of the, this is the Magic Balboa Park, Andrew Hudson's book. I just thought I could find some really pretty pictures that I would like to use for pockets or tags. And I could use like this one right here. Love this right here. So I don't want to take all of it out. So we'll do this one. I want to do it right away because I want to show you what it looks like when it dries. It isn't hard at all. You just brush it on. I use the Liquid Text. I like the Liquid Text. I just brush it on. We'll set this to the side and then we'll look at it. Let me get my little thing here to put my paintbrush on. Then we'll find a couple more. Am I in? Oh, yes, I just love these two. So let's, maybe. These pages are pretty thick for magazine pages. I love white flowers. I think they're so pretty. I am also partial to orange flowers. I don't know why. As you can see, a little bit goes a long way. I'm going to take this side off. I don't know, can you see where it's painted on? I'm going to cut this side off. Set these off to the side over here. Put this back in there. See if we can find some more. I would like to find some like this size flowers to make some pockets with. These are beautiful buildings. Like all of those would be pretty, but let's just do this one and this one. Oh, let's see if we can. That's pretty too. Oops. Let's paint them and then I'll cut them out. Ooh. You will always know if you did not get a spot because it'll still be glossy. I don't know how this turns. Oh, come on. Them into not so glossy, but it does. When this dries, it makes them look dull. I'm gonna leave this one together so we can see the difference when it dries between the two. Love cactuses. I like that too. That would make a pretty journaling card. So let's do this one. Come on. I know this might be boring, but I just thought it would, you know, informational for people that didn't know this before. Doesn't take that long to dry. Depends on how thick you put it on. But that's all you have to do is just brush the matte medium on. Oh, that's pretty. I like that too. So let's do that. I think that would make a pretty journaling card. Sorry about the phone in the background. Okay. And you usually don't see the brush marks too bad, so that's always a good thing. I like that tree trunk. Can you see that? Oh, that's really pretty. Let's do this one. Ooh, I just cut the Black-Eyed Susans. I love Black-Eyed Susans. I could still use that. I'll put it in there. I really love that page too. But let's do this one. We'll only do a couple more and then I'll try to dry some if they aren't dry. We're almost through the book anyway. So very beautiful pictures in this book. All right, we're through the book, so let me, this is the first one we did. Oh, and it's already dry. So let's cut that one out. So what, a whole 9 minutes it took to dry? I think these would make, it's a little tacky, but not much. Okay, and then we did these. Just takes the shine off. These are pretty dry too, so let's cut these off, or cut them down. I think it's pretty cool how this matte medium gel works like this. And you can use any brand you like or any kind you like. That's just what I like the Liquitex. I like their bookbinding stuff and things like that, but you can use whatever you like. Okay, here's the one I did that I said I would leave the flowers. I mean, you can tell the difference. This is pretty dull versus this shiny one. I hope it's coming across in the video, but it doesn't look like a magazine page anymore. They just look like maybe scrapbook paper, just thinner. When they dry completely, the brush strokes won't be as visible. As you can see in these, like you can't, these were pretty shiny, but I put a lot of matte medium on these. So I might have to put more on these, maybe, to get the brush strokes out, but I can do that later. But they were just as shiny. I can show you the book. They come out of Somerset Studio. I can show you the book they came out of. A magazine. They come out of this magazine. These books did, or these pages did. And they were just as shiny as this. So, I mean, yeah. So, definitely takes the shine off of them, which I think is awesome, because there's always a lot of beautiful pictures in magazines that I think would look great to do things with. However, I don't like the shine on them, so and I had tried to take the shine off of, let me see which one. That one's still pretty wet. That one's still pretty wet, so we're going to leave that one off. But let me show you the one I really tried to take the shine off. Oh, I must not have done it. Oh, here it is. These are the difference. Okay. These are the ones I didn't do. And this is the one I did. So that's huge difference. You can tell the difference there. But this one I just tried to sand, hoping I could lightly sand it, and it did not work. So that's when I decided to get my matte medium out. So got those done. So let me cut this down, because it just, I think it's just outside of the picture. We'll make a journaling card out of one of these so that y'all can see. Maybe that one right there. It's so pretty. This one's a little tackier than the other ones. But okay. The rest of those is pretty dry besides that one. So let's take this stuff out of the way. I'm going to wrap that in a wet wipe until I can get some water on it. That's another thing I do. If I can't, maybe we'll make a tag out of that one, or journaling card out of that one. Let me see here. We'll see which is better, because I have these guest checks that I have, you know, took the back and covered them. It won't quite fit, but I think it'll be okay. And then we can cut it down. Let's see. I found my book, my glue book that I told y'all I lost in my video the last time. So let's try. Big difference in the shine in the magazine versus that. Well, there's a lot of shine now because of the glue, but put this down here. Trim it. That'll just give it some more coverage. I know I put too much glue on, but I should have put it on the card, but I wanted to make sure I had it where I needed it, which was on the back of this. Okay, and then let's move this out of the way. I guess I didn't need to put that on the back of there, but if I was going to do here, but let's ink this up. I am using Scorched Timber. Let's just do some of the edges here. It's pretty dark, huh? That's all right. And then I want to get, one second here. Sorry, whoa. Oh, my hair don't want to come out. I'm going to use this brush because you can go with I want to make it look old, but I don't want it real brown or, you know, real dark as the sides or the edges. I mean, I want to cut down on some of that white. But not make it as dark as the, let's do that, go over this again, make it just a little bit darker. Where it cuts down on the brush marks if you use one of these for that blending versus the dauber. Oh, that's gorgeous. Let me go along here just to make sure we get any white covered from cutting it out and backing it unnecessarily on the tag or on the guest check. But that's all right. Try to get this as even as possible. And then we have a card, journaling card. Very pretty. I like it a lot. Let's just, I don't want to make this as dark, but I want to give it just a little bit of color other than the white. That just takes it down a little bit. But I really like that. So I think this will make a cute journaling card also, but that is how I get my magazine pages to not look like magazine pages and not to be so glossy. There's a little bit of gloss on there, but not as much as it used to be. I mean, we're going from this glossy to, oh, that one's, no, sorry. We're going from this type of glossy to this. So definitely different. Love it that it's knocked down a lot, because this I would never use. These I will use. So I want to thank you all for joining me tonight, and I hope you all have a blessed evening. Bye now.